I'm Tommy Jonovich. This is my wife, Lindsee Jonovich.
I'm Lindsee Jonovich.
No speaking. Good. We've been married for 4 years. I have a 12-year-old son, and we have, his name's Gregory, and Cooper. We have his 2, and Lindsay's pregnant with our 3rd, baby girl named Zoe.
Well, I grew up with a Christian family. We went to church on Sundays. It wasn't abnormal for us to talk about Jesus, to pray, and just kind of grew up like I thought everybody else did in the church. And then kind of went through just life and kind of backed away from the church, backed away from my faith, backed away from my relationship with God. And then Wellspring came to Phoenix, which helped. And then this guy who I had had a crush on in high school somehow got a hold of me. And on our second date, he said, "Hey, can I pray before we eat?" And since that moment, I knew God had him in my life. And my faith has grown tremendously since that day.
My Christian background was pretty good in the sense of how I was brought up. My parents are really strong Christian people. They love the Lord. They brought us up to do that as well. Well, I got baptized when I was 9. Been through a lot of ups and downs in my relationship with the Lord. Obviously, I think a lot of us have. I've destroyed my life completely, and by doing that before, having the forgiveness from other people, friends and family and things like that has really shown me, if people can actually forgive me for the things that I've done and love me through it, how much more does God love me through all of that as well. So my faith of the Lord moving forward now in my marriage has been, it's really shown me how I need to be the example, like my family was for me, to my wife, to my kids, and doing that. Hope that everybody follows.
Right. So shortly after we got married, we decided to start trying to have children, and it was a little bit more of a difficult journey than we were expecting, and so long story short, we ended up going through IVF and working with doctors and nurses to get pregnant. And through that journey, we have, my faith, I feel, has grown exponentially. So I feel like the power of prayer has had a huge impact in this journey of getting pregnant. And we talked to Chris and Brenna about having the elders pray over us, and it was one of the most emotional moments in my life. I guess to take a step back, it's really hard on a marriage to go through this process. And so to have the women's group, to have the elders, to have all these people that we are so close with, to be praying for not only this transfer to work, but for our marriage. And to see God just continually guide us, and who to talk to, who to be with, how to lean on God instead of others, and how to lean on each other with God.
Our journey is just a specific one, and everybody's on something different. So that was just something in our life at the time that was really important, and God came through, and we could see God. And I think that we tend to really, God says that, if you seek me, you'll find me, and we really sought him out in that process, and he showed his face very clearly. And then, and everybody has those times in their life where they need hope, they need comfort, they need an answer. And if they're anything like me, I tend to try to find them myself, and I always seem to come to a dead end. And being able to go to Wellspring and having the families that we do have, whether it's leaders in the church or our friends in the church or our families and our friends and things like that, encouraging us and pushing us in the direction to stop leaning on ourselves and what we know, but to lean on God, because this particular circumstance is truly a miracle. So life is a true miracle. So we're very blessed, very fortunate to be blessed with a positive. So.